Okay, hello everyone, welcome along to Agile NZ TV Live. Joining me now is Ben Hayman, who was a keynote last year at the conference and is now a Surety Transformation Lead. How's it going, Ben?
It's great. I'm enjoying being here. It's quite a different thing this year to last.
Less pressure this time around.
Yeah, less pressure. It's nice to be part of the Surety team here and being involved in transformation in Wellington.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool, jumping on that one, what is it that you're involved in around Wellington and New Zealand in terms of that transformation to Agile?
I'm involved in transformation through digital disruption, I guess,
Yep.
and through that agility as a core part to that, and mostly with the government right now.
Yep.
There's some fantastic stuff going on in education with NZQA, looking at digital assessment for secondary schools, looking at how we can roll out personalised assessment for kids going through the education system.
Cool.
To better support their needs. So that's very exciting, and I'm involved in helping them with that. There's work underway with DIA in terms of how the all of government services for digital can be improved to support a more joined up view of services for citizens.
Yeah.
So some kind of proper systemic change stuff happening.
Yeah. Cool. Big challenge, I guess, in that space.
Yeah, a big old challenge. But as with all of these things, and as with the thread from I think this conference this year, it comes down to people, it comes down to the personal side.
Yeah. Excellent. So talking about the conference, what is the theme that you've seen come through? What's some of the highlights, I guess, that you've heard during your time here?
Okay, so highlights, a bit hard to pick any out, but overall for me, just the degree to which everybody's talking about the fact that agility is a thing that we should all expect to be a behaviour characteristic of everyone, inside any kind of business of any size. That we're not really here to kind of push agility, I think, anymore into the market. We're here to help people get better at it, and also to look at the personal side to it.
Yeah.
Look at the culture change stuff. That's the thing that I find quite exciting.
Yeah. Definitely feels like there's been a shift away from that initial becoming agile and looking at the processes and the tools for that, and now people are actually mature enough to think about, well, how do we actually be agile instead?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where I say culture's the thing, right? And it's a word that gets used a lot. I think the real problem that we're all trying to tackle right now is how do we help organisations, be they private sector or public sector, to make steady improvements in terms of culture in support of increasingly agile and open ways of working. And it's that kind of the softer side of change, really.
Yeah, nice. So the theme obviously is around transformation, which we talked about. Can you share with us a significant sort of transformation experience from your own career or your own personal journey towards where you are now?
Yeah, I guess there's two things. One was fairly recent back in the UK with the whole massive shift in terms of bringing about change in government through digital transformation. That was very exciting to be part of that. We were lucky, we were given some controls. We were given controls over spend and design principles and what it means to do digital.
Yeah.
So we could effectively set the ground rules and then police adherence to the ground rules and drive change. That transformed some services, but created a lot of, I guess, broken relationships because there was a lot of trust eroded.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was systemically transformational, or it hasn't been just yet, but it's been interesting being involved in that.
Yeah.
There's a story further back in my career where I was asked to help a startup company that was trying to sell security software to corporates. They were trying to pitch it against Cisco, who at the time had pretty much got the market. Yeah. And Cisco were themselves sort of pretty much failing to sell a similar product to corporates. And I helped that organisation understand that the value they had was a product that would go down really well in the consumer market, and that they needed to completely change the way they thought about user needs and to actually start to understand a user-consumer model rather than a corporate enterprise sales model. Yeah. And when they got that, they transformed the value of that business, and they were happier, and their shareholders were happier.
And that's got to be the end goal, right? Everyone's got to be happier.
Yeah, a good, healthy place generates really, really fantastic product and service.
Excellent. Awesome. Ben, thanks so much for talking to us. Enjoy the rest of the conference. It's nice to have you around.
Oh, you're welcome.
Cool. Thanks, Ben.